So, today we're going to do a little bit more obsidian with this stuff. Yeah, this stuff that kind of does the Aurora Borealis type thing. You know, why obsidian? Because I like going back and forth between different, vastly different materials so I can get screwed up. Yeah. Right? Maybe. Maybe that's why I do it. I'm not going to tell you exactly because I don't know exactly why I do it. Maybe I get bored. Let's see. I've been napping seriously since 2009. So I always forget how many years I've been doing this. Right? Seriously napping. I napped for 2 years, from 2007 to 2009, but it was like nasty. From 2009 onward, I was napping seriously. So what's that? 2019 would be 10 years, and then 5 more years, 15 years. Yeah. So maybe I get bored. I want to try mixing it up. I don't know what it is. I kind of know what it is because people request things, and they usually don't request more of the same. Can you do another one just like it? No, I don't. I hardly ever get that because I can just rewatch the video. No, they want something else. Can you now do something completely different that would totally mess you up because you're not used to it? Yeah, I can do that, I suppose. Do they ask me in that way? No, but that's the result. They don't know. They don't know it could mess me all up. I might tell you that it can mess me up. To skip around between different materials. Yeah, it doesn't matter though, right? Because you want to see what you want to see. You don't really care about anything else. No. So how am I going to capture that? Because it's only visible at a certain plane within the obsidian. I got to make sure I stay within this plane here, basically, roughly this plane, because I can see it. Right? See that? If I start to nap in another direction, that way or that way, I might lose it. So let's try to keep it. Okay? All right. Deal? Deal. I gotta practice this stuff anyway because I got more of it. I got a bigger piece than this. So I practice with a smaller piece. See, you can't see it too much on this angle here. Yeah. It's 5 inches right now. Okay, so what does this mean? What does this mean? That means I gotta stay right there. Don't change the plane of the surface. Try to stay with it here. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. This might be easier than I thought. Might be. I still lose it. If I'm too much that way, I lose it. Yeah. See, I don't see it at all there, right? Right? I don't see it at all right there. I don't know exactly how this stuff works. Maybe you can't see it from the other direction. Well, you can see it there. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I need to stay this way. So it means I need to get rid of all this. Come on. I know you did something. Dang. Maybe I don't need to get rid of that. I don't know. See, I can see it there. Just do it and quit messing around, man. We know you're pretending that you can't do it. No, I'm not pretending. Might not be able to do this. I could mess it up. All right. Come on. There it is. But look at that big old crack. Yeah, I can't do nothing with it. I gotta get rid of it. Yeah. Oh, dang. What is it? What did it do? Natural crack in there. It was very deep. There's no way. I had no way of knowing where it went, where it goes. Why did it snap in half so easily? It's so thick right there. I don't know. Where was the last hit? Where did it hit? So, see, you can't see any of that Aurora Borealis stuff in this plane. Right? So, I gotta stay. Alright, let's see. And someone's gonna say, make sure when you take flakes off, they're all borealis-y. Yeah. Don't mess up the flakes, dude. Make borealis flakes. Yeah, I know. But it's not easy. Because I gotta look for a good area to strike off some blades or some little spalls for arrowheads that are all borealis-y. Yeah. That's almost transparent. I can make an arrowhead out of that. Yeah, okay. As long as I keep doing that, I think it'll be alright. I like that. I also have to figure out how to make an arrowhead out of this piece. Trying to do both at the same time, preserve the material in the correct direction and make an arrowhead, is much easier said than done. That noise was my new speaker. I bought a Bluetooth speaker so I can play music before a video so I'm not in a bad mood. Yeah. Am I in a bad mood sometimes? Well, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to nap. Because I had a long day or whatever. And now I got a little speaker. I can indulge because it's only me in the house. Yeah. The neighbors can probably still hear it a little bit. I don't care. I can hear when they play their music loud, so. You might say, you're too old to play your music loud. Too old. Yeah. That's what they say. Again, I don't care. I'll play it loud. Yeah, to test out the speaker, I was playing some rave music. It doesn't have as much bass as I thought it was going to have. Yep, I'm going to have to go and get another one. Mess around with different speakers until I find the right one. Yeah. Woe is me. I'm going to have to listen to lots of music. Anyways. Let's get this napped, shall we? Is this Borealis-y? It's not, is it? Not that much. I think I'm in the right plane though. Yeah. So as long as I am careful, it should be alright. Let's take this heavy duty glove off. I got heavy duty gloves the other day because I'm doing heavy duty napping when you're not looking. Yeah. You didn't know, huh? It's because you're not looking. All right. What am I going to make out of it? Some wide point? Maybe. What points made of obsidian are wide? Any? None? They're all narrow, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I wonder why. Could it be that obsidian is more useful if it's long and narrow instead of short and wide? Could be. Should I try to intentionally keep this thick so it won't break? Yeah. Definitely. No, not thick. Thick makes me feel sick. Thick, sick, and not in a good way. Yeah. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to trim it. This is all crunchy at the tip. How did I manage that? Not supposed to. No, I might have to change the whole orientation of it. See, if I was just doing this to maximize the shape instead of maximizing the reflectivity, it would be easier. I gotta do both. I gotta make it as wide and as long as possible and keep the effect of the obsidian. And this, luckily, feels like high-grade stuff. Yes, it does. Luckily. Dang it. It's all kind of wonky. Come on. I just said it was high grade and now you're messing up. See, I knew you could do it. I'm talking to the stone. I knew it could do it, it just doesn't want to. I guess it didn't like the tunes I was playing earlier. Sometimes tunes can get some people in a good mood and other people in a bad mood. Yeah. Yeah, but the stone is not a people. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I forget. It sometimes seems to have a will of its own. So to speak. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got that Aurora Borealis on both sides. All right. As long as I don't do anything drastic, should be able to keep it. It's better on this side than it is on that side. I think. Yeah, it's more pronounced on this side. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do. Take out the nasty stuff. All right. Come on. Yeah, no sticky stuff. Yeah, easier said than done as far as doing two things at once. Okay. It's not that hard. I don't want to make a mistake and forget where I am in the process. Because, you know, if I forget where I am, usually I can just go with the flow. But there is no going with the flow here. I've got to stay with the effect. Makes it more difficult. Just because there's not, you know, you narrow your options. Whenever you narrow your options, it gets more difficult. One of the ways to narrow the options is, or one of the ways that automatically narrows your options is when it starts getting thin. You don't have much room to play with the flake removals. They've got to be removed within a small, very small variation in angles. Whereas in the beginning, you're not that confined. Oh, come on. I was just trying for a little flake. It didn't even want to do a little flake. Yeah, it's high grade stuff. It's just that I'm not accustomed to having such a confined arena, or a very confined theater of operations, yeah, so to speak. I like some maneuverability. See, the the effect is in this plane here, so if it diminishes as it gets off that plane here, like as it starts to curve downward on the edges. I lose it a little bit, but I've got to fix this. The thing is, I'm going to lose width in an area where I don't want to lose width, because this is the longest part right here. I don't want to lose any width in that area because I want to preserve the longest part, but as luck would have it, I've got to nap downward like this so I can keep this plane intact. Yeah. So I'm going against what I normally would do just to keep the effect. So it reduces the size of the finished point. It's going to reduce its size. See, and I get all that crunchiness because I'm not hitting with the best opportunities in mind. Yeah, but you get crunches anyway. Yeah, but those are just due to other things. Yeah, other things. All right. Get rid of some of this wonkiness. Like that. Just keep doing the long flakes. Then don't get all crunchy. Yeah, don't do this. I gotta not do this little crunchiness. Right there. I don't know. It's starting to get transparent. Which diminishes the effect. I did not see that coming. I should have seen that coming. So I'm not going to thin it down too much more. Are you dizzy yet? Am I moving the workpiece around enough for you to get dizzy? I'm getting dizzy. Okay. So the middle is good. There's just a few spots that maybe I need to uncrunchify. It's going to diminish the look of the Aurora Borealis, but I got to get rid of that. See, when I take some off of this edge over here into there, it diminishes the look somewhat. I got to be careful not to thin it too much. Good quality stuff, luckily. Yeah, I think I said that already. So that I can kind of plan on what I need to do. Yeah. But see, it's already getting transparent, so I can't do too much thinning. Too much more thinning like I want to. Because thinning will clean up a lot of that nastiness. But nope, can't do it. So at this point, I'm just shaping it now around the edges. I think I cleared out that middle portion good enough. I gotta think about how I want to notch it. Come on, don't make it too crunchy. I shut that one inward by mistake. And yeah, you can do like long flakes by mistake. Alright, so basic shape is there. If I make it any thinner, it'll be too transparent to see the effect properly. Yeah, so now I just gotta clean up the edges. Figure out how I want to notch this. It didn't do it. It didn't. Okay, come on. It's gonna force me to thin it down because I wanted to get rid of some of that lumpiness. Why did I want to get rid of the lumpiness? Because it was just too flakery. Yeah. Dang it. Oh well. Alright. I can still see the Borealis effect. But that's it. No matter what happens now, I'm not going to thin it anymore. But I think it's thin enough I can notch it and feel good about how it looks in the middle. I'm just cleaning up the edge, making it less jagged. Try not to make the mistake of sending in a long flake that step fracture. I'm finding out that I'm depending a lot on thinning when I'm doing my damage control. Yeah. Okay. See, I guess with a dark background, it shows up pretty good. Yeah. But when you don't have a dark background, it doesn't show up very much. Okay. Good. Not like that. Holy moly. There we go. Okay. I still can't find my gloves. I have no idea. Oh, okay. I looked in a spot where I never put my gloves. Yeah. Okay. Why I stuck them on that shelf, I don't know. This is what I've been looking for. These gloves here. Dark background gloves. Yeah. Makes me giggle. All right. I'm just going to trim it and then put notches in it. All right. So now's the time to be yapping and stuff because we're winding down. The notches are not going to be difficult. I'm not going to be putting in some really difficult notching. Yeah, there's no sense in it. Not that everything in Flintknapping makes sense. Oh no. When you have artism, a lot of the Flintknapping doesn't make any sense. Okay, come on. There it is. Tell me if it gets blurry when I'm not looking. Okay? Okay. So I'm just going to pick at the edges, nothing fancy, just to get them sharp and a little bit more regular, and then do the outline. Maybe leave it a little bit jaggedy. Yeah, why not? Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, let's just crush the edge all to pieces. Yeah, I have better luck not crushing the edge when I'm trying to do something more difficult. What's up with that? It's getting straighter. Hopefully this is the last pass. Yeah. Okay. little flakes, okay? That's all I'm doing. There shouldn't be any reason for it to mess all up. This is just crunchy to begin with. This is just so crunchy. This material. Okay. That's what it is. Should have done this earlier. Yeah, less crunchiness. Imagine that. It doesn't like the rounded tip. You might say it does if you use the antler. I don't know. I've crushed many edge with antler. So, don't get your hopes up. Good enough. See, the main purpose is just to keep that effect and try not to mess it up, right? I could do a little bit more damage control on the edge here. There's a little bit of steppiness in here. Did I get it? Not all of it. I don't know. My tendency is to try to get rid of the steppiness, but I probably shouldn't, because the edge was really crushy earlier. Did I minimize it? Got some of it. I don't have my high power glasses on. That's it. That's got to be it. Let's change glasses. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. Okay. Is it making a difference? Maybe. Hold on while I mess it up, okay? I know I can do better than that. Okay. Dark pad. The other pad. Okay. I can see everything now. The tooltip was rather dull. I mean, it's good to have a rounded tip sometimes, but I guess on this material, it's not that good. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on. There was a spot on there I wanted to get. I think I got it, but it doesn't look as clean as I thought it was going to look. Anyways, you wanted to hear the play-by-play, so you're going to hear the little complainings too. You thought the play-by-play was all just positive stuff, right? Just inspiring beauty. No. Nope, nope. Ah, come on. No. I don't want to remove too much of the edge. I'm trying to thin it down too a little bit. I mean, I can thin it at the tip, right? Because the Aurora Borealis effect shows up best on the blade anyway. The tip, I don't need to see it on the tip. I don't think I do. Or if I have to prioritize, I'd rather see it on the body of the point. That's my excuse. See, I try to thin the tip down, but it's so crushy that I may be getting diminishing returns. Why don't I use the spatula tool up near the tip It's because I'm trying to thin the tip as well. I don't thin very well with the spatula tool. There's a little bit of a trade-off. That's good enough. Yes, I don't see major step fracturing, although I see wonkiness, but I can't get to it without dulling the edge like crazy and removing a lot of the width. See, I crushed it in there. See that? I can't get in there without removing a lot of width. Okay, time to do some notching. Let's see. I'll do some notching on a point that I saw recently. Right, or similar to what I saw recently. Keep the base wide and do little notches. Little barbs. I don't need my high power glasses for this. They're starting to bug me. Let's see, no, that's too much. Let's see. Did I drop my other glasses? Let's see, let's try these. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I can hold it further away, which means it's probably better focused. It's better to keep it it's better for keeping it in focus. Probably. Yeah. As long as it doesn't crunch too much, I'm in business. I do crunch these notches in, but I can't be crunching it too much. Not like that. That's crunching it too much. Dang it. The solution is just to get the file out, make sure that the edge is dull enough to support the flaker to get the flake I want. Look at that, I pushed right into that pad a lot. See that? The leather pad doesn't do that. It's okay. It doesn't really affect it too much. It's just something I gotta get used to with these new fancy pads. You gotta keep in mind, I abuse these tools a lot. I don't know what it is. Come on. You're going to be annoyingly crunchy? I think so. Annoyingly steppy? Of course. I just broke the tip of that barb off. So I'm trying to make it as delicate as possible, but again, I'm getting diminishing returns with this crunchy material. It's okay as far as the flaking across the blade, but once you start getting down to the fine pressure flaking, or once I start getting down to the fine pressure flaking, it's just all Crushiola City. Like I'm napping hard candy or something. It's the steel, dude. Why are you napping with steel? I nap with it because I like it. I don't care if it doesn't work. I like it for other reasons. It stands up to the abuse. It's cheap. Okay. I think what's happening is I'm using a dull tool. It's not grabbing the edge very well. I needed to grab the edge to do a nice pop out, so I don't get that powdery, crushy look, but I'm just going to have to live with the powdery look. Yeah, that's okay. If you can't defeat it, you just go, yeah, it looks okay. Yeah. You didn't do it, dude. I know, but it looks okay. Yeah. That's the solution. What's the solution to it not looking okay? You just decide that, on second thought, yeah, it looks okay. Yeah. On second thought, it looks good. It looks fantastic. Mighty good and fantastic, even if it's a little spastic. Already an hour. My, how time flies when you're doing something you don't want to do. What is it that I don't want to do? I don't want to be sitting here crushing the edge the whole time. But oh well. I'm already spoiled by the Cobden. I got spoiled so fast with that stuff. Yeah. Now everything is lame. All these materials are lame now. Because they crush so easily. They're such little sissies. Ouch, ooh, it crushes me. Ow, don't do that. Yeah, I know. Oh well, you'll never be Cobden. I just gotta live with it. Ooh, I got lucky that didn't blow out the barb. Okay, stop being so adventurous. Yeah, see how I blew that bottom of the bottom of the notch out, so I can make sure I've got enough thinness for the rest of the notch. But I was a little bit too anxious, or a little bit too gung-ho. Almost became a gung-ho screw-up. Okay. What is gung-ho? That's an old expression. Us old fogies, we know what that is. Don't ask me where it comes from. We just used to say it. Is that symmetrical? Yeah. All you gotta do is say, yeah, it's good enough, symmetrical. Yep. It's symmetrized. Yeah, good enough. Excellent and fantastic. Even if a little spastic. Yeah. That's my new slogan. I gotta thin it down a little bit. I got to. That's just ridiculous. Besides, there's some original flake right there. I can't have that. Okay. What am I doing now, everybody? Trying to mess it up. Yep, you got it. Well, I tried to mess it up. It didn't work. All right, so is that it? Can I quit? I can as soon as I get rid of the thick spots. All right, that's good enough. Yeah. There's still some crunchiness on the inside of the notch there, but that's all right. This side, just a little bit. Needs a little bit of work on the symmetry, but that's good enough. Yeah, so I managed to capture the Aurora effect, and luckily you can see it on both sides. But if you have a light background, it's more difficult to see. But on a dark background, there it goes. Yeah. And this Aurora stuff has lots of varieties. So hopefully on the next one, well, maybe on the next one we get some more colors. Yeah, so take a picture of this. Let's see if my gloves will... Well, it won't allow me to photograph. Hold on. The glove interferes with the pushing of the buttons. Although I did buy some button pushing gloves. I just don't have them here. They're in the car. Yeah, so I can text and drive. Yeah. Really? No, I just left them in there because I didn't want to lose them. All right, here we go. That on that. And the same view on that one. You can't see it very well. This side's okay. You can't really see it on that one. How transparent is it? See that? It is pretty transparent. And it's not that thin. And it bugs me that I couldn't get it evenly tapered down without losing a lot of the effect. Because, like I said, the more transparent it is, the less effect you can see. And then with the dark background, it starts to come out. Yeah, even better. I mean, it's more easy to see the effect. Okay. Yeah. I thought that was interesting. All right, so there you go. See if I can create a dark background with shadows. No? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, there you go. Let's... Not yet. It's too much mess. Hold on. You thought we were there yet. We're not there yet. Quit fiddling, you're going to drop it. Yeah, I know. Okay. There you go. That's it.